Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again. Another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, you continue the journey of Invincible Season 2. This is Episode 4, and I cannot wait to see what happens in this episode because, my God, Episode 3 may have been the most intense episode of the season so far. That may be debatable, but Episode 3 had so many things, and especially the ending, revealing that I started to suspect in terms of that bug showing up. I forget his name, sorry. Showing up and saying that over 40 billion lives or whatever is at stake in terms of these meteors and all this kind of stuff. We need your help, Invincible. And they get there, and I'm realizing, okay, there's no immediate threat. Even right away, Mark is like, what's going on? And I'm like, something's going to happen. And I started to think, Omni-Man, he's here on this planet. And I was right. He's leading this planet. He's ruling this planet, whatever. And he just says, hey, son, it's been a long time or something like that. He's so nonchalant about it. It's like, wait a minute. Because literally the opening of Season 2, the premiere, was dealing with the after effect, the aftermath of what occurred in the Season 1 finale, which was brutal. Like, we still talk about that in terms of people who watch Invincible, how brutal the ending of Season 1 was and how intense it was. So we get right into the aftermath of that in the Season 2 premiere. So for Omni-Man now, a couple episodes later, to go, hey, son. It's like, wait a minute. So I'm excited. I'm really enjoying the season so far. It's kicking major ass in my personal opinion. I cannot wait to see what they do with this episode. Let's dive in, guys. Let's see what they do here in episode 4. Let's go. Or are we seeing what happens as soon as he leaves?
Conquer pain, you must learn.
Full beard now, yeah. Wow.
Stare on what makes me kind.
Wow.
I don't know who you are, but we owe you our lives.
Ooh, yeah. Mm-hmm. No flinch. Really?
Come with me and...
Now, why would you lie to me again?
Because you wouldn't come.
Killed thousands of
Because you
people.
wouldn't come without,
Yes.
being told something.
I can't believe you put them up to this. Made them lie to me, too.
just listen.
I don't have to listen to anything you say.
Mark, look, I made a mistake. What do you want me to say, Mark?
You could have
He
started with,
he
I'm
doesn't feel
sorry.
bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You'll never make it home on your own.
Watch me. Knock all my teeth out again? 5 minutes. For them, not you. So you conquer this place instead of Earth. Great.
I didn't conquer the Thrax.
Well...
They asked me to be their emperor.
Oh. Okay.
Mark.
I know this comes as a surprise.
Oh, shit, I'm surprised. You're married to Mom.
I can't go back to Earth, Mark.
All right, you're all done with Mom and all done with Earth. Good to know. Super glad you got to show me how great your life is without us. Damn. Who's that?
Your brother.
This is your little brother.
Oh my god. What?
You gotta be...
You could have taken Earth whenever you wanted. Why did you marry me?
That's a good point.
Was it just to be cruel? I never even fucking knew you.
No, you didn't. You knew the fake persona you had to create.
I'm the clone. For the first time, we know exactly who's the original
Yep.
and who's the inferior.
I don't even know what to say.
I know what to
A
say.
new wife, a kid. You just replaced us.
I didn't replace you, Mark, or your mother. I was lost when it felt right to stay and help them.
Oh, so now you're a good guy, right? Here, not on Earth.
Viltrumite rules of interbreeding are not complicated.
Rules of... Oh, Jesus.
We're only allowed to procreate with genetically similar species, but we can stop them together.
You almost killed me, then lied to me
Yeah,
to get
exactly.
me here. And now you want me to risk my life to save some kid?
What I did on Earth was unforgivable.
How can I help? I couldn't even beat you.
We can start training right away.
Oh,
was that?
shit. No time to train.
Sorry. Dad.
Go!
Did you ever pick the wrong night to rob this place?
Shit.
Adam
Shit.
Eve.
Put Robot's thing back and I won't beat the living shit out of you. How's that for a deal?
Careful turning any lights on. Careful.
The caves of Roclane.
You never told me what his name is.
We allow children to choose their own name once they come of age. Thraxan lifespans aren't like humans. I want you to know it's not how you think.
What do you mean?
I didn't knowingly try to replace your mother.
Yeah, I didn't mean that.
At first it was hard to know him. He was so hurt, so closed off after what happened on Earth.
Yeah. Oh, so
I fell
he
in
told
love with
them.
him before I knew his story.
I know none of this is your fault.
Our fault at all. Yeah.
If you fight well, we may allow you to join the Empire.
If you fight well.
If not, you'll die. Nolan made another child? With these disgusting creatures?
Mark, you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. Jesus.
Are you sure you're Nolan's son?
Dude, that is fucked up. He made a decision.
You deserve death!
I know.
Mark sheltered us.
Good. Good.
Shooting.
Watch it, watch it, watch it. Nice. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit. Watch it, watch it. Oh shit. And now they're working together, fighting on a planet, if only you knew.
Living with Nolan, standing up to him, raising Mark the way you did. Hell, you're the real reason we're all still alive and not slaves. Or worse.
He is gonna find out that he's a clone. Yeah.
It's been an honor, sir. Who are you talking to?
Why? Why do I care about them? They shouldn't matter to me.
That doesn't mean they should die.
You don't understand! I'm not supposed to feel this way!
This is how you should have felt on Earth.
Lucan was weak. Now he's dead.
Then he deserved his fate.
Like these insects.
You don't have to.
Because you're Nolan's son. I'll make this quick.
Ooh, distracted.
Nolan.
He's not doing very well. Nope, he's not. Nope. Jesus Christ. Damn it.
Never break my promises.
You're fighting like you're on Earth. This is different. Stop holding back, or you're gonna get us both killed. Don't think. Act. You need to fight like a Viltrumite.
No. I don't kill people.
If you don't do this, we're all dead. You, me.
He's not listening. He has to change his tactics on how to fight. Damn it. Ooh. Oh. Damn. Okay, he's not holding back now. Damn. Ah, this is brutal. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh!
It's done.
It's not... Jesus.
Don't forget the good I did.
They're taking him. They're gonna take him too?
Deeds.
Oh. It bent. Oh.
Donald, where the hell are you?
Listen, my name is General Kregg. You've survived your first true battle, and you will return to Earth. You will assume his mission and prepare the planet for our rule. I know this may not appeal to you. You can kill a few humans to convince them to capitulate, or we will kill millions. And unlike your father, we do not change our minds. Good luck on your mission.
Wow. Wow. Okay, just wow. That is all I really have to say right now, because this episode was so much more than I was anticipating in terms of the actual continuation of Mark and his father talking. I was expecting some dialogue, but I wasn't expecting the amount of things that occurred in this episode. But then again, I should have suspected it because there's been a lot of movement in the episodes. Like, it felt like in season 1, there was a lot of movement in terms of certain storylines, but other things took more time to develop. It feels like in season 2, it's not rushing, but there's a lot more happening here. So we have, of course, a lot with Mark and Omni-Man. There's a lot of back and forth and dialogue, and then the whole thing with the Viltrumite showing up and the twists and turns of all that going down. Eve helping out that couple that fell in and was fighting that villain. I think we saw that person in season 1 that she was fighting, I think. And we see a little bit more of Mark's mom's development and everything. And then, of course, Donald finding out something's up with him because he died in season 1. And now he's starting to realize there's something going on because when he stabbed himself, there was a bit in the knife. So, yeah, that's not good. But at least he's starting to piece things together on his own about what's going on. I thought he was a clone, but it seems he's more than just a clone, it seems. An android, possibly, no idea. We didn't get any continuation of the Guardians, which is fine because we had a lot of stuff going on in this episode, especially the main focus, which I'm glad the main focus really was on, even though it cut away a bit, but it's fine, storytelling. But the majority of it was dealing with Mark and, Nolan, Omni-Man. So dealing with that. So we continue with that. We open with that from ending of episode 3. And I think throughout their interaction throughout the episode, before the Viltrumite show up, I think it was handled pretty well, dialogue-wise and performance-wise, between Stephen Yeun and J.K. Simmons, because they really played it off as Omni-Man regrets what happened on Earth, but I think for certain elements he regrets, other things not so much. He's really conflicted, and especially it really hits him when he sees all of the dead aliens from that planet just around him, and he's choking Mark out later on in the episode, and Mark is saying, just because they're weak, because he says, why do I care about them? They're weak. Like, why do I care? Their lifespan, why do I care? And then Mark says, just because they're like that doesn't mean they deserve to die. You should have felt this. You should have felt this way on Earth. And that was a hitting point for him. You saw his face, Omni-Man's face, like the way it turned, the way he said that. It hit something. But there's other things going on. We can't really dive too much into that because we have all these gigantic fight sequences going on. But before we get to the Viltrumite stuff, Mark finds out that his father is now married again, or at least with another woman, an alien. I think it's a grasshopper or cricket. I think it's a grasshopper. Has a son. Now, I had heard that there was another son that appears at some point. I wasn't sure the context of it. I just remember the people online were talking during season 1 of Invincible, and I had seen something where someone had said as a tweet that kind of blew up about when are they going to introduce Omni-Man's other son, and I understand the context of it. I didn't see an image. I just saw someone ask that question. I'm like, oh, he's another son. Spoilers, but okay, I guess another son. Not realizing this is the context of it, but I feel bad for Mark. This is so much to happen because he's understanding what his mom's going through, what the world's going through because of what he did and what was happening in the lies for all this time and everything, and what's personally happening with him and his mom, especially how his mom's handling it. And then to find out he's already with somebody else and has another kid. I mean, that's just a big slap in the face. everything that occurred to make it worse. And so he realizes that what really is happening is that the Viltrumites, as we saw in episode 3, confronted Alan the alien. I really hope he's not dead, but it seems like they're really implied he did die in that hospital room. But anyways, the Viltrumites, they know what's going on, and I'm wondering how they found out that's where Omni-Man was. I'm wondering like how they found this out. Are they able to track him? Are they able to? I have no idea. Detect power levels, but they find out. 3 Viltrumites show up. Now the first one shows up in those caves, and we think he's dead because Omni-Man fights him. Mark tries first, and that doesn't go very well. But before that, he has a kind of a decent conversation with his father's new woman, and saying, your father does love and miss you, even though he doesn't say it. So I get the point, but this is all new territory for Omni-Man, because when he's having that breakdown moment, as I was mentioning earlier about choking Mark, he's like, I'm not supposed to feel this way, because he was brainwashed into believing this ideology that Viltrumites have. And that's the thing. Mark was not indoctrinated. He wasn't brainwashed. That's the difference. He has all these abilities pretty much as a Viltrumite, but he wasn't brainwashed into becoming this dictator, overruler, whatever thing that all these other Viltrumites believe in. But Omni-Man defeats that first one. Well, we think he kills him. He actually doesn't. And then we have these 2 other ones. Kind of, I wouldn't say ginger, but kind of blondish hair one. And we have this older woman who I think we saw. Actually, I think we saw these 3. Was it last episode, maybe? I recognize that older woman, Viltrumite, who has that like blade. I think she was the one that was there who killed Alan the alien, or punched through him. I'm pretty sure these are the same 3. But she's there. And so Mark is not doing very well against her. The action sequences are pretty good in this episode, but he's not doing well. And his father tells him, look, you have to fight like a Viltrumite. You cannot hold back, because I wouldn't say Mark holds back, but Mark is not fighting to the death when he's fighting villains. Now, some cases, yeah, you have to, because if they're really powerful. But in this instance, he has to fight to the death. If he doesn't, he's going to die. It's really bad. So he has to switch up, the whole change up of his fighting style, because of what his dad told him. You need to not hold back. You need to actually fight to kill, or else you're going to die. His Viltrumites are here to kill you. Like, they don't care. And so he switches up his fighting. They're fighting. We see the back and forth between Omni-Man and the other guy, and her, and versus Mark. Really cool sequences, back and forth, back and forth. Now, Mark does not end up killing her. He almost does, but then she stabs him. He kills that Viltrumite that he's fighting, Omni-Man, like just squeezing his head, and then like he's slamming, and then he's crushing down on it, and everything with his foot. And then he goes and kills the other one, like slamming her, like pulling her like long hair, slamming her mouth into his elbow. Just brutal. And then that guy who we think we died in the caves slams down onto Omni-Man's back and breaks it, essentially. I think he broke it. And then they take him away. They leave Mark. Now, Mark is supposedly tasked, because the guy said his name. He had like some sort of monocle or whatever, some sort of like eye device on one of his eyes. Instead of taking Mark, because I'm thinking they're going to take Mark too. But it turns out, no, they're going to have Mark fulfill what Omni-Man was supposed to do, which is to make the Earth ready for the Viltrumite takeover. And he said, you either sorry, I can't talk. It's been a long day, guys. It's either you kill a few humans for them to follow your leadership, or we're going to kill millions. And we're going to check on your progress very soon. And the difference is, and this line really hit home, I think, in my opinion, because I think he saw the turning point of his dad, or at least, because see, his dad flew away at the end of season 1, right? Because he's supposed to actually stay and take over the planet, or at least be in control of it. But he said he flew away. So they're telling Mark, the difference is between us and your dad is that we won't change our minds. we're not going to change our minds like your father may have, and that's on him, and we're going to remedy that or whatever. I don't know what they're going to do, but we're not going to. So we're going to check on your progress. Yeah, so obviously Marcus left there. That's kind of the ending of that part of the episode in terms of the storyline. This is not good. Not good. I'm really curious where they're taking Omni-Man. Like, are they taking him back to where he's from, and what's that going to be like? I don't know. We got to see the Maulers a little bit. The Mauler, the Mauler who's still alive, created a clone, and the clone turned on him in the the kind of mid-credit scene. Turned on him and poisoned him. Man, that, like, I think that's the problem with, like, creating clones of yourself and having the same memories of you, is eventually they're going to try to take over one or the other, whatever. So, yeah, that was kind of an interesting little development there. So like I was mentioning earlier on in the review, Donald figuring out something's going on with him. I'm glad that Mark's mom kind of came to terms and doesn't want to take money anymore, and kind of, sending that to the people of Chicago or whatever, which makes a lot of sense. And her coming to grips, because I think at one point she was thinking about maybe committing suicide. She was looking over that bridge to the cars coming and going. I'm thinking, is she thinking about jumping? She doesn't. But I think she's trying to come to terms with it, because with the last episode 3, where she met I think it was episode 3, yeah, the husband, if I'm wrong, apologies, sorry, but meeting the husband of the Green Ghost, who was part of the Guardians or whatever, the Justice League in episode 1 of season 1, and then revealing who she is in terms of being married to Omni-Man, having no idea for 20 years, all that. It's just really, a lot of it was really bad. But she didn't know. She did not know. But I think she's starting to come to grips, hopefully, and kind of, I don't know, for it not to be so damaging. I mean, I think it's going to be hurting her for the rest of her life. It's never going to go away. Definitely not. Really brutal episode. Really brutal episode. I man, I don't know what's going to happen next, but man, this season of Invincible is so intense. It is so engaging in terms of its storytelling and its action sequences and twists and turns. I love it. I love this show. This show is so well done. I cannot get enough of it. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm curious to know your thoughts, guys. Whatever thoughts you have, guys, like I said, please let me know in the comments below. Cannot wait to see what happens. The continuation of Invincible Season 2. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.